Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Dinks one in. Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And there's a long ball. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Now it's Neymar. Big chance! This could fall anywhere. Van Dijk tries to stroke it through. Sancho is flagged offside. De Bruyne goes up and over, gets away from his opponent. Shot at goal! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front!
Barcelona are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Barcelona break the deadlock.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's a goal kick. Jordi Alba. That's the throw. Messi needed to come up with a better ball.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Done very well to intervene. And he's there to hoof it away. Van Dijk gets it back. Needed a better pass there. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Cafu plays it forward. Maguire cuts it out. Messi. He's got through. Filippo Inzaghi. That's good defending, very good defending. Defence has got rid of that. Nicely worked. Could be a chance here. Inzaghi beats the offside trap. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Neymar. Baresi can get it clear. Goes for goal! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Milan need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Forward it goes. Well positioned to make that interception. And that has put paid to that. Hoists it forward. And the defence can get it clear. Tries to dink it in. Cut out in the nick of time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And it's Alexandro. And here's Muller. And here's Griezmann. And he's cut it out. And it's played forward. Alexandro. Well read, he sorted that out. That's a good ball. He's had a shot! No mistake! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Marco Verratti just brushed off the ball there. Neymar is onto it and can take it up. Del Piero with a definite foul there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Now it's Muller. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Right through the middle.
Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Now it's Griezmann. Beckham. Alexandro tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Beckham. Marco Verratti. Timely intervention. Van Dijk goes looking. Neymar. And it's played forward. Oh, good interception. And that's that. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Alexandro. Especially on the overlap down that left-hand side. He can swing in a tasty cross from the byline or cut in himself and take a shot. Best of all, he's so incredibly fit that he can keep doing it for 90 minutes, by which time the opposition start to flag, and he's still going strong.
Yeah, the scourge of so many strikers. Hoists it high. Milan have it back and they can go again. Kimmich tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward, and it's Lewandowski. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Lewandowski. It's gone out for a throw-in. Forward it goes. And here's Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be outmuscled. Alexandro. Half an hour played now. Oh, great ball! Has a hit! Goal! Milan! Lewandowski versus the keeper, and only one winner.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Messi! Beckham. It'll be a throw-in. Chance to shoot. It's Dembele! And that's caused a worry or two.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Hit long and direct. Baresi does well to read it and intercepts. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
That gets things going for the second half.
Milan need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Lobs it in gently. Inzaghi, nicely measured pass. Oh, and look who's there doing the defending.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And here's Sterling. And it's Alexandro. And here's Inzaghi. Inzaghi! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
And that's been won straight back.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Maguire cuts it out. Away from immediate danger. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And here's Muller.
Milan are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Dembele goes long.
Milan are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Toni Kroos. And here's Inzaghi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Dembele. Lewandowski looking to force his way through. He's gone for it! He's come loose. He's looking to get there first. Up for a header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Oh, that's a
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrow defeat. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
That's a fairly...
Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Sterling! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
Tries to stroke it through. He's got away. Richarlison! Oh, the ball's come loose. That's gone a long way up and away. And help's available out wide. Too long, and over the line. Beckham. So it is still 0-0. Maldini. Sancho plays it long. Done very well to intervene. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Griezmann cuts it out. England goes looking. Piontek played out to the right. Sancho has it out wide and in space. They've won a corner. Goalkeeper's ball. Griezmann. Marco Verratti. And there's a long ball. Well positioned to make that interception. Cafu. Hoists it forward. Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Gets away from his opponents. Has a hit! And he's done it! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
And it's Verratti. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. It's Griezmann! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And the action is back on the way.
Milan don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Verratti. cut out in the nick of time. Quick ball forward. Oh, good interception. Maguire. Maldini. Cafu. Milan still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And it's Ibrahimovic. Has a go! Over to the left. Well played, he saw that coming. Griezmann. Verratti. Golovin. Sancho provides an outlet. Going through. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Maldini. Well weighted.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And it's Griezmann. Right through the middle. And he's on his way. Goes for goal. He scores! And with that goal comes comfort. There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
So the lead now is 2.
Oh, good stop, it had to be. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Muller absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
It's a loose ball. Maldini gets it back. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, much worthy industry, but that alone simply not enough. They are beaten by the better side. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan simply forgot to turn up with an attack, Peter, and that lack of cutting edge could possibly turn into something more serious for them.
So we've reached the end of our coverage for today. Many thanks to Jim Beglin alongside me, and we'll both see you next time. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This place, simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. And already we're underway here. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Hit long and direct. Muller tries lifting it over. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Maldini.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them because it needs livening up.
Oh, well played, he saw that coming. And it's Beckham. Griezmann. It's a throw-in. Sterling proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Griezmann cut out in the nick of time.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then.
Muller with a definite foul there. Cafu needed to come up with a better ball.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Oh, good interception. Verratti. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo! Muller. Now it's shapes to shoot! Neymar goes looking. Cafu does well there, alert, looks to clip it forward. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Well read, he sorted that out. And that is as far as they're going to go. Maguire. And it's half-time here. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Milan head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we're underway again. So deadlock still as the second half begins. Cafu. Now it's Beckham. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, that had to be more accurate.
Pogba takes the long option.
He's picked him out. Shot at goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, I think they can breathe a massive sigh of relief then. Such a let-off.
Semedo
Gets into the right position to intercept. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next?
and it's Griezmann.
What an adventurous run from a defender.
Keylor Navas.
Catches it safely.
Pogba.
Icardi. He's made sure that that won't get through.
Maldini.
Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And it's Beckham.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Cafu.
Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Good idea, just poorly executed. And the defence can get it clear. Throw in. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Avai merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Marco Verratti. Now it's Inzaghi. Crunching tackle. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Romagnoli. And that will be the final act. Well, a frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Messi. Pavard gets it back, right through the middle, dashing forward at pace. He's on his way, chance, going for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Sancho battles to win it back. Defender's on the back foot. He's pinged one through here. Greenwood.
Baresi just did a brilliant job there. It was one of those all-or-nothing commitments, and he came up trumps.
Has gone out. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. He's made sure that that won't get through. Dinks one in. Caught offside that time. He's being closely tested here. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Beckham. Cristiano Ronaldo. Milan have it back and they can go again. Sterling. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Marco Verratti. And it's Sterling. Now it's Messi. It's a brilliant interception. And the weighted pass. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. He's looked long this time. Maldini gets it away, played out to the right. And we hit half-time, so neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Reflections on the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again then. 0-0 then, and we're back underway.
Vinicius Junior.
Needed to come up with a better ball.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that's been won straight back. And that has been clubbed away. Partey tries to get... Has a hit! Back of the net! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So we have a double substitution going on here.
Barcelona take the lead, 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Cafu tries lifting it over.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
That'll be a throw-in. Gets the better of his man. Goes for goal. He scores! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think...
Inzaghi! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Hoists it forward. Well read, he sorted that out.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Greenwood.
Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And it's played forward. Done very well to intervene. And it's Müller. Now it's Griezmann. Müller. It's Müller!
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance.
And a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Lucas Moura looks to dink one in. Good idea, just poorly executed.
Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Baresi with a long pass.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough.
A game chock moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been.
Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege. He's had a go! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Milan trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Ibrahimovic. Ederson catches it safely. Tierney finds himself eased off the ball. Cafu floats one over. Beckham with the cross. Has a pop! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Kimmich. Beckham. Let down by a lack of accuracy. And that's put paid to a promising move. Baresi cuts it out. Vieira. Modric. Good clearance and very necessary. Modric. Sterling. Sterling was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Beckham. That'll be a corner. It's gone out for a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Has a pop! It's a loose ball. Mertens. And he's there to cut it out. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. Marco Verratti. And it's Maldini. Sterling. Modric. Ronaldinho. Mbappe. He's left his man. He's had a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Baresi with the slide tackle there. And it's Sterling. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So off we go once more.
Milan need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can
Hits one! It's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Bayern Munich grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2,
Sterling! Sterling gets flagged offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Messi. That's not going to make it. And it's Inzaghi. AC Milan could counter here. Griezmann. And a shot! Modric. Oh, some tackle that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That's a good ball to find him. Müller with a shot! He's in, shapes to shoot! Ball is over the line. And it's played forward. And here's Inzaghi. Gets wrestled off the ball. Oh, and look who's there doing the defending. It's Inzaghi! A real chance and a real let-off.
Milan are really feeling the strain now. Impatience has taken charge.
Tierney. There's the through ball. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Going for goal! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
Baresi gets good distance on it. Griezmann. And it's Iniesta. Griezmann. Real chance! And that would have won it. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Forward it goes. Modric. Gets the better of his man. Griezmann. Ronaldinho.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Inzaghi. And here's Griezmann. Griezmann! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. And that's it. Well, it's ended in defeat and frustration. They just didn't get the breaks. No reward for a very genuine effort. It is a hard one to take, this. Your final thoughts, Jim? So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve, or has a goal! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Griezmann. Griezmann was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gone back to the keeper. Varane plays it forward. Iniesta. And it's played forward. Nicely measured pass. Griezmann. Milan are seeing plenty of the ball at the moment, but still they trail. And here's Griezmann. Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldinho. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Griezmann with a shot! It's a goal! AC Milan are all square.
An exhibition in how to finish with a minimum of fuss.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Rafael Varane. Ball's gone out of play. Finds himself eased off the ball. He's pinged one through here. Gets the better of it. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Messi. Now the counter. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Modric hits that long. Defending of the desperate variety. Hoists it high. And that has put a stop to that. Vieira. And there is the half-time whistle. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
Milan head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. So once again, we're underway.
Milan clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Cristiano Ronaldo! What a wonderful goal!
And some players are just capable of grabbing a game by the scruff of the neck, and his immense talent may just have done exactly that and injected the belief that they can retain their lead this time round.
Reflections on the goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Griezmann.
What a good way to assert your authority for this second period. They were prepared to commit numbers forward into attacking positions, and the risk has been deservedly rewarded.
It's come loose. Messi. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Mbappe, already, of course, on the score sheet. Modric provides an outlet. He gets past his man. And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Bayern Munich are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
They get a throw in. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Cafu with a... up to meet it! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Baresi tries to get it forward quickly. Neymar. Maguire positions himself well and cuts it out.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Now it's Griezmann. Iniesta gets it back. Neymar. He's played him through.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Right through the middle. Milan just have to run down the clock. Vieira. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan did it the hard way, a testament to their great powers of recovery. They have defied the odds. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so effective by advancing through the middle like that, but this was very impressive, the way they cut through the heart of that defence.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and goodbye. Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages, one of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, someone I'm really looking forward to seeing is one of a kind, El Diego. The word legend is badly overused in our world, Peter, but he qualifies with room to spare. An absolute genius.
Yeah, just watching the guy play is a thrill. He's so different, just brilliantly different.
Can beat teams pretty much on his own.
And it's Jordi Alba. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Maguire. Maldini. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. And it's Verratti. That's a throw. Not a good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. Maldini. Cristiano Ronaldo. Baresi does well to read it and intercepts. Beckham. Out of play for a throw. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. De Ligt positions himself well and cuts it out. Beckham. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. He's got away! Maldini demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Marco Verratti. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's pulled off a fine save.
Cristiano Ronaldo is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And the whistle goes for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. De Ligt hoists it forward. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Keane goes for goal! Maldini gets rid without sophistication. Verratti gets it back. Ramsey really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Keane. Ramsey. It's got through to him. Keane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Griezmann going through. Real chance! It's a goal! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Cristiano Ronaldo is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Oh, it's an unusual turn of events, and it was an honest attempt to help out, and I suppose it can happen to anyone.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are...
Inzaghi! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
It's Inzaghi!
Milan merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Here it comes. Oh, shooting chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Filippo Inzaghi has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Rashford. Big chance! Superb goal! And look who gets the final say!
And talking about rising to the occasion, their supporters have gone absolutely delirious here. And the way this game was shaping, it needed one of the big names just to deliver something, anything. And the timing couldn't be better.
Jim, your thoughts?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Danger averted for now. And there goes the final whistle. Milan have thrown it away. It was in their grasp and they let it go. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me it just always held an interest.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and goodbye. Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to full heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Forward it goes. He's got away. Goes for goal! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Barcelona trail at this early stage. How will they respond? It's Luis Suarez! Meret deals with it effortlessly. Breaks on here. Luis Suarez. Caught offside that time. And here's Rashford. Koeman. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
He's left his man. Griezmann with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
It opened up really nicely when the defence got all tentative then. They were cautious in making contact, but safe in numbers.
Koeman. Yeah, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Throw in. Felipe Luis does well there, alert. And it's Rakitic. Piqué. Roberto. Ndidi. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Well, the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. In he goes again! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. This possibly the last play of the half. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They can certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And we're underway again.
Barcelona don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
And here's Griezmann. And here's Suarez.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's played forward. Umtiti. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Looking for space out wide. That intervention was very necessary. Umtiti goes looking. Jordi Alba.
Barcelona are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. He spotted the run and played him through. Rashford. Messi. And it's Rakitic. Gets away from his opponent. Roberto. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
Messi. Luis Suarez.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Gets the better of his man. He's had a shot! Oh, and that should have been 2.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
So here comes a substitution. Vidal. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And it's Vidal. Rakitic. Oh, good ball. He's tried one!
Barcelona need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Always in the balance, and in the end, 1 goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
So we've reached the end of our coverage for today. Many thanks to Jim Beglin alongside me, and we'll both see you next time. Oh, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Marco Verratti. He's got great vision and passing ability and seems to be able to dictate the play in midfield. He also tends to develop a really good understanding with the forwards and just kind of senses the runs that they'll make. And I'm intrigued to see how he performs today.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And it's Thiago. Jordi Alba. Thiago. Timely intervention. Defence has got rid of that. Thiago. And here's Griezmann. Sterling.
Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Thiago. And it's Messi. And here's Cuadrado. And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Baresi. Kessié. Jordi Alba. And here's Maradona. Hullet. Griezmann. Now, can he capitalise? He's had a shot! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Great leap! It's a mistimed tackle, and it is a penalty. Milan really could have done without this. So the would-be breakthrough moment. One-nil, never any doubt. Oh, dispatched with certainty.
Well, that looked a simple case of giving the keeper the eyes and just slipping the ball to the other side. That was clever.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Ibrahimovic can't get the better of his opposite number. Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And it's Messi. Messi. Sterling. It's a loose ball. Forward it goes. Griezmann. And the first half is done. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. And the action is back on the way.
Milan need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Maldini, oh, that is asking for trouble. Gets the better of his man. Good idea, just poorly executed. That intervention was very necessary. And it's Sterling, just brushed off the ball there. Could move up a gear here. He gets past his man. Cut out in the nick of time. And he heaves it forward. Alexandro with the crossfield ball. Messi. Ibrahimovic. And it's been taken straight back. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, at the moment, their chances of getting back in contention look slim. They're not exerting enough pressure. Simple as that.
Griezmann. He's through, now is he in? Oh, shooting chance! It's there! Two to the good! They have breathing space! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Inzaghi plays it out to the flank, played back in. Cagey drives it forward. Tries to dink it in. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. He's made sure that that won't get through. Cafu hoists it forward. He goes long. Goes for goal! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Maldini knocks it away. And here's Jordi Alba. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Sterling beats the offside trap. Thiago. And there goes the final whistle. Well, the players certainly gave it everything, but just didn't get the break. Terrific support, terrific effort, but the wrong outcome. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan really were sleepwalking in central defence, and the alarm just never went off.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all. Oh, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think there's any doubt he's one of the best around, Peter. Probably one of the best ever. He's an incredible physical specimen and a phenomenal goal scorer. You can't question his commitment and determination either. He's always in peak condition and he'll adapt his game to whatever role is requested of him. I think he's going to have a huge, huge impact on this team.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Out to the right. What an adventurous run from a defender. That's a brilliant interception. And he heaves it forward. And it's Messi. Milan get it back again. Back into the middle. Oh, they can break here. Good idea, just poorly executed. De Ligt breaks on here. Messi. Now it's Cristiano. Shot at goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And that's been levered clear. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Chance to break. Maldini. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. A goal now would certainly liven things up. Oh, he's in! Real chance! And it's Beckham. Firmino hits it! He can get that clear. Cafu. And here's Roberto Firmino. And Firmino! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Milan got as close can be right on the whistle, but it was not to be. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Well, after 45 minutes it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. That gets things going for the second half.
Milan clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes...
He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Arthur. And that's put paid to a promising move. Baresi. Cafu. Arthur. And a shot! Hoists it forward. De Ligt. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Pullet tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and it's up.
Has a hit! Oh, the ball's come loose! Kessié. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Maldini gets rid without sophistication. Messi. And that has been clubbed away. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Baresi does well to read it and intercepts. Thiago. De Ligt.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And he's straight offside. Milan can make their change now with a break in play. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. And here's Messi.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Maguire positions himself well and cuts it out. Griezmann. Hits one! And that is that. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. Your final thoughts, Jim? Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
It's a treat to sit here and admire the unique talents of Ryan Giggs.
Extraordinary excellence, extraordinary longevity.
Yeah, and forever slicing up defences from such a tender age. One of history's greatest wingers.
He's got through. He's made sure that that won't get through. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Now it's Maradona. Well read, he sorted that out. Away from immediate danger. Gets the better of his man. That's a brilliant interception. Alisson deals with it effortlessly. Cristiano Ronaldo. Milan yet to have a shot on target.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Has a pop! They've scored! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Vieira gets his foot in there. It's on a plate. Marco Verratti. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Oh, good interception. Maldini gets into the right position to intercept. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Vieira. Mbappe. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got away. This could spell... Goes for goal! Really well taken goal. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Lovely goal. Perfect poise to set himself for the strike. He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. So the lead, and that is going to be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Here we go again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
It's Inzaghi! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
And it's been taken straight back. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira. Ronaldo provides an outlet.
I think they've got to make a statement now to say to their opposition, we're not giving up without a scrap, to give themselves the belief that this is recoverable.
Maguire can hoist it clear. Now a chance to break. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Mbappe. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Looks to thread it through. Beckham tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Now it's Inzaghi. Vieira. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Gabriel Jesus is flagged offside. Inzaghi. Real chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Hoists it high. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Inzaghi. And out to safety. Maldini. Just brushed off the ball there. And it's Maradona. Ball through needs to be good here. And they've been caught out here. Now it's Maradona. And the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Cafu drives it forward. That's great strength on the ball. Chip through. He's gone for it. He's scored. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. Alisson did well the first time. Nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate, and we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Milan. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Super game. It might have tipped in either direction, tiny margins, but they just lost it. Your reflections then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all.